Hey, it's Megan and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm excited to have you here today because I'm going to be talking all about how to write fantastic LinkedIn comments, which is a common struggle that I see with my audience on LinkedIn. Before we go any further, please make sure to like and subscribe to this video. It definitely helps with the YouTube algorithm so that more people can enjoy my content on LinkedIn marketing. Now, also before we get started, I definitely want you to take a look at a past video that I have done about LinkedIn engagement strategy. This is the overall arching process to how to write more engaging content that gets comments and likes, but also gives you a strategic structure on how to build community on the platform. So make sure to go and watch that video too, because it's going to give you a lot of good fundamental advice. And then you can keep watching this video, which is going to give you more specifics on how to write great LinkedIn comments. But now let's kind of hop over to specifically comments, because comments is a great first touch with either people who just connected with you or with people that you want to gain visibility within a certain network or topic. So let's first talk about the first one. So the first one is the group of people that you just connected with. So you just sent that message. Now a good natural thing to do next would be to see what content that they're posting on a continuous basis and leave really nice, friendly, engaging comments that are building upon the conversation. So that's the first thing. And the second thing, which is also building off the engagement strategy I talked about in this other video, is we want to engage and build our network past the people who could potentially do business with us directly. We want to build out that network within our topic, within our industry. And the great way to do that is to write comments on thought leaders or highly engaged posts with lots of comments, and you yourself leave insightful and relevant feedback, comments, insights on that post. So how can you find these relevant and interesting posts to actually leave comments on? So in the other video, again, I gave you some insights on how to build engagement lists for certain groups of people. You can, one, use those engagement lists to find active threads to leave comments on, or two, you can follow broad niche hashtags to find and then use the filter for the most relevant or the most recent content to find posts that are highly engaged. And when I say highly engaged, I really do mean that the post is getting more than 5 comments, and that the people who are engaging on those posts also have large followings. So that really gives you the opportunity to gain a lot of visibility within your topic, your greater topic niche, not your specific industry niche necessarily. So how to write an A+ LinkedIn comment. This is one of the most asked questions that I get on LinkedIn. For whatever reason, people have a hard time just leaving comments that are, like what I'm saying, insightful, engaging, conversation starter type of content. So let's say you just found a great post that kind of met all the criteria that I laid out in this video, and now you're ready to leave a comment. So what are some different ways and structures, formats that you could actually structure that comment to fill the criteria that I've been talking about? So important commenting tips, the first takeaway before we get to these structures, is that you want your comments to be honest, educational, they need to be factual, they need to be friendly. I mean, we want to be friendly at the digital networking event that's online. We want to be open, we want to continue the conversation. We don't want to be closing it off or asking direct questions that lead to nothing of more interest in expertise, pulling that information out of other people and continuing that conversation. So we really want to develop this open, honest, conversational tone when writing our comments on LinkedIn. here are 5 structures that you can use tomorrow to start writing your comments on LinkedIn. So number 1, I disagree with what you said here, and you can enter the quote of the exact words of the things that you disagree. And then because, so I disagree with quote because, and then make sure to leave a friendly response on why you disagree with that and what your alternative opinion might be. An alternative option would be, I agree with this here. Again, you can put the quote of the post, piece of content on the post that you agree with, and then you can say why you would agree with that. Another way that you can spark conversation in the comments is you can use the template, have you thought about blah, 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 instead of what you said here. And then again, quote something from the post. The next template that you can use is you can ask a question, a clarification question about something within the content that you didn't quite understand. So you can ask it, make sure you, for example, can tag the creator directly and say, hey, X, Y, and Z, I didn't understand this piece of your content. Quote it, say, can you explain it further? And the last template I want to give you today is quote unquote, here is my experience with a similar topic or experience. So this offers you the opportunity to more personalize and not necessarily giving your insight or your feedback or your expertise, but more about your personal story, your personal background, what makes you unique as an individual. So with this template, you can basically say, hey, I really liked your perspective here or your story. This is my story. And then you can share your story as that template. So now that you are equipped with all these different templates to go off and start writing great LinkedIn content, you are now equipped to write insightful, thoughtful, engaging, and authentic LinkedIn comments that are really going to help you build out your engagement strategy. These are really the best tactics that I have found when working with my clients to build brand awareness, authenticity and transparency, visibility across the LinkedIn network within specific niche and topic buckets. And a good thing is if you can do this really, really well, LinkedIn actually rewards you for being an active and engaged community member. So the more comments that you leave that are like the templates that I showed in this video, the more likely that your own content, your profile is going to be shown and increased and elevated in the algorithm to basically be shown within people within your community, but also potential customers that you can do business with. So if you are just looking for one simple way to get started on LinkedIn, I highly recommend just to start writing comments like the ones that I shared in this video. If the content creation feels too hard and all the other steps, just go on to LinkedIn in the community that you currently have built on the platform and just start engaging and leaving helpful and friendly comments. It's a great networking opportunity for you to get started with. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I gave you some tips on how to build out fantastic comments on LinkedIn. So please don't forget to like and subscribe to this video, and also to go to my channel and see the other types of LinkedIn content that I have posted on there. Really appreciate you being here, and please make sure to definitely subscribe because I'll be having additional LinkedIn content coming up down the road that I'm sure that you will want to see.